Hi everyone, namaste, welcome to your reading. Okay, so the topic, as is very clear by the title, is why this person. This is why have you met this person? What's the reason, the spiritual reason that this person is in your life? This isn't exactly supposed to be romantic, right? This is for anybody who comes to your mind. As a matter of fact, it's very much open to your pets as well. So it can be why this person, and it can be why this particular being, this creature, why this energy. With that, you have 3 decks in front of you. This one right here is, I think it's Ethereal Visions Tarot. It's a miniature. This is the Tarot of Cloisters, and this one is Squid Marseille Tarot card. All these are small decks. You also have crystals. This one right here is the Tiger's Eye. Right, and this is the true agate. Sorry, this is white agate.
And this one right here is the carnelian.
So whatever calls to you, and to make it easier, if this is confusing, there are colors associated with all the piles. You could be wearing these colors could be around you. You could have a connection with these colors. Either way, don't overstimulate your intuition. The right reading will always find you. Okay, with that, let us get started with group number 1. Hi group 1, namaste, welcome to your reading. Alright, so we're going to find out why this person, this energy, individual, maybe a pet, is in your life, was in your life. Maybe this is a past person energy, or why they will be in your life. Maybe this is a future energy. If you don't resonate with the reading, please pick another pile, or maybe there is not a message in this reading for you. That's very normal. Alright, with that, let's just get started with the crystal you have picked for yourself, Tiger's Eye. So as I was connecting to the Tiger's Eye, group 1, I got connected to an Egyptian timeline. I also got connected to ancient timelines where human beings were hunting, gathering for survival. There were a lot of clan fights, right? There were fights in the clan, right? It's stuff like that. Something from that timeline, and maybe you were with this person during that timeline or with this energy. You're very rooted. This is a very ancient person, whoever this is. And I also got through the crystal for you when connecting with the energy of the crystal. Yeah, the crystal did show me that they do help bring out the inner child in you. Maybe this connection wasn't, I'm not saying that it's a good connection or a bad connection, but whatever is, it really helps bring out your inner child, your hidden selves, your hidden talents. Somehow this energy, this person, this relationship brings these hidden things out. And there's also something about standing very firmly and being more authoritative. This person, this relationship, pushing you to be much more authoritative and very strict about what you want, how you want things, not being pushed around. Maybe they taught you or forced you to be like that. So that is just what I got. Okay, so with that, we'll just get started with your tarot. Right, so this is the Ethereal Visions Tarot. It is a miniature of it. Let's see what the energies show up. I will be shuffling for a good while until the tarot pops out on its own, so feel free to skip the video forward. Right, let's see why this person for group number 1. Why this person for group number 1. Okay, we have the 7 of Swords. Very, very past life, very past life energy. So clearing out some karma maybe, right? 22, the Well. 22, card number 22. That's, we don't really have a 22nd card. This is an extra one here, the Well. Like it get this feeling of somebody helping you out. They helped you out in a past life, so they're helping you out again in this life as well. Okay, but how are they helping group 1 out? What's going on? How are they helping you out? They're helping you out for sure. Maybe, okay, see, this usually happens, right? Sometimes when somebody has helped us in a past life, they will come to us in this life so that we may repay that debt, right? So we can help them instead. So this time it could be your turn to help them with something, and that can often come with a burden, right? It feels too much. Sometimes we have to do too much for this person in order to pay the karma back. Okay, we have the 7 of Pentacles, double 7. Guys, this is very, very holy, spiritual in a way. This is a spiritual relationship in the sense that, you know, how there's like a sense of, if it's a negative relationship, you can immediately jump to the conclusion that you have to cut the cords. You have to cut the cords, and you've got to get out of the energy of the person. But we will stick here and see if you've got to cut out of the energy, because although it's coming from the past, there's no surety if it is a bad energy just because it's coming from your past life. We have the High Priestess with a 2 here, 22 and 2, 2 to 2. This feels like a very special connection. I do feel that there's a lot of gravity in this relationship. It's quite good. For many of you, this reading or this message is a sign that the person is actually good for you. The problems you are facing, they are a spiritual way of not just testing you, but refinement, right? When we are refining something, it goes through like the gravel. It just rubs, it becomes smaller, it grinds against itself until it becomes more and more refined. And that's what you're going through. You're going through the spiritual friction, but there's so much love between the two of you, despite the friction, despite the anger, that it eventually contributes to you being the better person or the other person being the better person, but it contributes to bringing in more and more love. We've got double 6s as well, I think. No, we've got 1 6. But I did connect with the 6 energy, 6 numbers energy earlier, connecting with your bio. So this is very loving, it's very romantic, it's very Venusian. The two of you are helping each other discover the material joys of life while staying connected to your spirituality. Okay, so far that's what I get. And we have the Empress. This person is also here 100%. This person is here to show you that you are not as small as you play. Group number 1, I feel sometimes you play a little small, and this person is here to show you that there is no need for you to do that in a way. Let's see more. You know what, I don't want to keep speaking, although I could do that. I could channel freely, but okay, wait. Maybe this person is here to help you connect with your intuition. With the High Priestess, I definitely sense that. Let's see. Oh my God, the Empress and the Emperor. Guys, what is this? Are you guys soulmates? You could be soulmates. That's a 7. This is a spiritual connection. It's not a joke. I love this energy. Let me see. 7 again. Look at this. The 7 of Wands. Chariot is the 7th card. So 7. We've got the 7 of Pentacles. We've got the 7 of Swords. The only thing that's missing is 7 of Cups, and maybe it shows up. Who knows? We have the Hermit. We've got the 9 energy. So it's a very special connection for sure, guys. 100%. This is love, pure love, soulmatey, twin flame energy, strongly there. So I am being connected to a past life here for you, Group 1. And what happens in this past life is, or it could be a parallel one. Time is happening all at once, according to me, and not really, it's not happening anyway. What happens here, you are a very talented individual. I don't know if you are a man or a woman, but mostly I feel that you are a feminine person, very feminine energy, because then you were very intuitive, spiritual, you had a lot of gifts, and this person used to protect you from other people. They were deeply in love with you, so they would get you things, gifts, they would work hard. You were somebody, you wanted to concentrate on your spiritual life, studying, meditating, ascending, all of that. Your focus was there. And they were more grounded, more physical, like they would do the itty-bitty things, you know, like the working in the farm, or getting the paperwork sorted, or making sure you have food on the table, and etc. Like they would do very physical work, you know, maintain relationships with people, you know, maintain cordiality. So they were they had to be 3D for you. And you were the balancing aspect for them, where you would bring them all the spiritual nourishment. And it feels very beautiful, because you two felt like we have found each other for the best. Like they used to make you feel complete, and you used to make them feel complete in their power. So in your spirituality, this person made you feel complete, and you help them feel that even if they're not spiritual, let's say they're not psychic, they don't have a third eye or whatever, they don't have gifts as strong as you do, but they are still so special. It's something you helped them with. You helped them connect with their higher self, basically. But then something is happening here. Something's happening here where people are attacking you because of people doubt. It almost feels like, what should I say? It's like people interfering. And I felt this in the beginning of your energy as well, that people interfere in your life for no reason at all. They like to know what you're doing, or see what you're wearing, or why have you made your hair this way, or why you eat what you like. People have this unexplained curiosity about you, and it usually just gets in the way of your day-to-day life. You would just rather be left alone. And the two of your people interfered. Somebody came in between the two of you, and you both, it feels like, went into hiding. So that's the past life that's coming up. Very interesting. I'm going to take one card, top of the deck. We got the Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah, and then I think you guys lost here. What happened is, Queen of Swords, I think you lost clarity regarding each other, right? You lost clarity regarding each other as to what you were supposed to do with each other now. Okay, let's see further still. Okay, now this is for everybody. I think even the past life applies to everyone. It's not like romantic or something. Okay, let's have a look. So you were losing clarity. You don't know how to deal with this relationship. We have the Four of Wands. And we have the Death card. Very interesting. We have the Two of Pentacles. And we have the Four of Swords. Okay, so for whatever reason, the Death card is definitely signaling an ending. And so is the Four of Swords, right? It's a rest period. It was getting too much, really. It was getting too much for the two of you to maintain this relationship. The stress of maintaining the relationship financially, socially, it really got to you, and the relationship ended there. You couldn't maintain it, and it seems like it was because of external reasons, not your own. And you are together in this lifetime to clear that out, basically. So the two of you have come together, and if you are facing a lot of problems, doubt, confusion, fighting with each other, remember that the cause is not it's not you. If this person is blaming you, or you are blaming the person, whether they are a parent, whether they are a lover, a friend, the two of you are not the reason there is friction in the relationship. It is the external circumstance. All the time you should focus on addressing the external things. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is maybe take two more cards just to see what advice Spirit has. What advice do we have for group number 1? Okay, and this one called out to me, so let's see, what advice do we have here? We have the Queen of Wands and we have the Knight of Cups. Okay, so for you, group number 1, I see you as the Queen of Wands, and you're required to see if you love this person. You're very fond of this person, right? If you are, continue to feel that feeling, enjoy that feeling, love that feeling, feel that passion. Listen to your heart when it comes to this person, right? Whenever you're angry at them, it's okay, be angry. Rest assured, you will make up. If you're not angry with them, you are feeling very affectionate towards them, don't hold that back, right? Don't hold that back. And this person also has to do some work here, where they have to be more open towards you. I do feel that they want to express a lot of things to you, but because of their own fears about the relationship, or the whole thing still did. So this person as well, they have to be more open towards expressing their feelings, because they put you in doubt sometimes, because when they are in doubt, they don't express their love towards you, but they should and they ought to. So anything around that line, I don't know exactly how you will express your love towards each other, but more of that has to be done, because it's not the two of you who are coming in each other's way. Let us see some oracles, right? This is again a part of the advice, right? A part of the advice. Okay, let's see. We are going to take these two first. Yeah, let's have a look at these. Oh my goodness, guys, this is insane. What's going on with the two of you? Have a very special connection here. We have Kalika Tantrika and we have Dakshin Kali. So you do have the blessings of Mother Goddess in this. So that's a very special sign, isn't it? You have the blessing of Mother Goddess. Mother Goddess wants this relationship to be mended, to be good. Whether this is you're apart from them, right? Whether you're not together anymore, do not hold any negative feelings towards this person. Number one. Number two, despite what I said in the beginning, that there doesn't have to be any energetic cord cutting, because we do have Ma Kali coming forth in, these are her very, very fierce forms, right? These are very fierce forms. You do need to cut some energetic bonds with people in your life. This is not, for some of you, it is the person in your mind. So this happens a lot, and I do it now and then with my own relationships, that I cut negative cords with people, right? Like even if it's my own parents, I will do a ritual or meditation where I say that I am cutting any negative cords between us which are causing conflict, distortion, destruction, anything of that sort. Any cord which is contributing to that, I cut this cord, I dissolve it, I send it up to the ether, I send it up to God. I say that. So even when you want to be in touch with a person, you want to live with them harmoniously, you have to still cut the negative cords that are attaching, because from the past life that we've already seen here, there is that negative sensation that as soon as the world comes between you two, there's a seed of doubt. You two can attack each other because it's coming from a past life. You're driven into fear. Oh my God, what's going to happen next? Oh my God, something's bad going to happen. You're both into that zone, right? So it's not your fault. So, but if you cut that cord, that any fear between us, any inhibition between us, and if the two of you can do this together, that's even better. And you will find that this relationship is elevated to the next stage, because I do feel that Ma Kali wants to transform this into something much more fruitful, much better, really, really beautiful. But you have to practice energetic cords. You have to cut cords also with maybe an ex, right? Like if this is a lover, cut cords with any other ex or ex-lover or any other person who is, sexually, romantically, maybe draining off your energy or sucking off your energy. If this is not romantic, there are energy vampires around you, and you need to cut cords again. You need to do a karmic clearing. I will attach the link of a clearing that works for me every time. Okay, now let us take this one last advice for group number. But this is good. Okay, this is good. You're reading out together. This is a very beautiful one. Let us take the one last advice for you and for this person. I radiate confidence, grace, and poise in every situation I encounter. Yeah, this is very significant of what was taken from you in your past life, right? Because what happened in this past life, people attacked you, people took away your resources, your money, they took away your right to feel safe. And today, when both of you, that's my dog, and that's a sign that the message is correct. So the two of you, anytime the two of you go out in public too much, you will find that you fight. Like in the public, you are fighting. I don't know, okay? Just bear with me. Because this is what they're showing me, that most of your fights happen when the two of you don't get sufficient alone time together. When the world comes in between you, the people come in between you, right? And in public places, like I'm seeing a couple, they're very happy. And again, I'm saying a couple, I'm seeing two people. It doesn't have to be a couple, could be any relationship here. They're going together, they're happy in their home environment, and as soon as a third person walks in or a third energy comes in, there's friction between them, there's disagreement between them. But this is a past life recurring itself, reflecting itself. It's not you, it's not the person, and it's not you. The two of you, I feel, have great love and great support for each other. The two of you only want to see each other be confident, be graceful, have poise. So remember, be confident in this relationship, be confident that Mother Goddess and other gods, your spirit guides, will establish love and harmony in this relationship, because you deserve it. This relationship is really worth it, guys. So maybe check out a few more readings to get more clarity, or you can get a private reading as well. It doesn't have to be me, it can be anyone, just saying. So yeah, that's what I do have for you, group number 1. I hope you liked it. If you did, you subscribe to my channel, that would be awesome. You can like, you can comment to help the channel. And I hope I get to talk to you very soon. Until then, namaste and take care. Hi, group number 2, namaste and welcome to your reading. Very interestingly, there is a small little bee. It's a honeybee, and it looks like a baby honeybee that's roaming around here. Very high vibrational. And I also got, from connecting to the crystal, I always connect with the energy beforehand, and I got this for you, that I got colors. As soon as I tapped into your group, I started seeing this explosion of colors. So whatever this relationship is, whether it's negative or positive, somehow it's going to add colors to your life. I think most of all that either you or this person somebody lacks color in their life, is not that fun, outgoing, whatever you understand by color, right? What I understand by color is enjoying the passion of life, not being too detached, being involved in life, right? Enjoying the 3D things a little bit. That sometimes can be colorful, but they might be very strict, very severe, or you might have places where you're not able to express your passion completely, but they're somehow helping you with that. And that's what I got with the white agate as well. Yeah, this again, your spirit guides are coming in and saying that the two of you are helping each other see the difference between good and bad, right and wrong. Like, when is it okay to do certain things? Like, when is it okay to be rude? If somebody is being very, I'm just getting the image of someone harassing you or bullying you or pestering you with very sharp words, being rude to you, and you hesitate, you're not being rude back. But then whoever this person is, they come in and they're like, no, group 2, you've got to be rude. Sometimes you have to be harsh, something around that. And maybe it's the opposite, right? Maybe you are the one teaching them all of these, I would like to say 3D things. 3D things, yeah, how to operate in the human realm, right? Okay, so I will be shuffling the cards and I will be seeing what's going on. If you can skip to the part where the cards are shuffled and taken. Are we taking all 4? You know what? Let's take all 4. I'm going to take these. We have the Knight of Swords, and I'm sorry if the cards are not aligned. Usually I mess them up. They're all sorts of tilted. 5 of Staves. Okay. We have the Page of Pentacles. Very interesting. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Let me see that. There's a theme here, and it's got a lot to do with power. It feels to me, group number 1, sorry, I said group 1, maybe you have a connection with group 1. Actually, I did feel it in the beginning that you have a connection, but I hesitated. But it seems like you do have a connection with group 1. You can check out that reading as well. This person here is working as your shield, right? They do protect you. They do get you out of some conflicting scenarios, it feels like. We've got the Hangman. Yeah, and they're also helping you recognize where to, like an area of expertise. Sometimes, even if it's a negative relationship, that relationship can push us to unlock our power, right? I'll take some examples. Like, I have had negative, all kinds of experiences with people, not just romantic, but many of them have been negative, such as the nature of human life. But every negative experience has pushed me towards excelling at my own things, my own life, improving my judgment, improving my authority, exercising my power. And that's what this seems like. I feel, yes, there are some power dynamics in this. I do sense some sort of like up and down. There's like somebody trying to dominate the other person. There's some sort of power struggle within the relationship. But essentially, it does push you, and maybe it pushes the other person as well, to further improve. And it seems like improving a skill, a very 3D skill, like speaking, singing, coding, computer coding, anything applies here, right? It could even be spiritual, like maybe they're pushing you towards further spiritual growth, becoming a better psychic, a better healer, something of that sort. All right, so very interesting just to start, and we'll keep shuffling. We'll see what cards emerge. Okay. I did see this one pop out. I'm not going to take all of them. I'm going to take these two. I'll do one shuffle right here. You can forward this section again. Also, if this reading does not fit, like if you don't resonate, always try to pick a different pile, or don't try to force the reading to fit, because that usually is not good, right? Forcing a reading to fit, it has negative consequences. We have the King of Vessels, and I don't know why I read it as 5 of Vessels. And we have the 5 of Vessels. Actually, we do have 5. We've got 5 energy. We've got 5 and a 5 right here. Very interesting. We've got repeating numbers, 5 energy. We have the Queen of Vessels. Look at that. The King of Cups, Queen of Cups, the Hangman. And the only thing that's coming in between is the past. The Queen of Wands. Okay, I do see some patterning maybe here. Yeah, okay. One second, let me see if all of these are more or less aligned. Yeah, okay. What I see here for you, group number 2, is both of you have been hurt by your circumstances in past life. And hurt, because it's the King of Cups and Queen of Cups, you've been hurt emotionally. It's not that somebody has hurt you, your ego. Yeah, let me translate this the best I can. There's 2 feelings here. First is that you emotionally have been neglected. In general, in your life, you have felt emotional neglect. Second, emotionally, you've been misunderstood by people and you have not been loved, cherished, protected the way you should have been protected. And not being loved, protected, not having been given that emotional necessities, there's this hierarchy of needs in sociology. We studied it's like there are 7. It's a hierarchy of needs, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The first one is safety, but it's also emotional connection. Safety it comes from being supported by people, knowing that if we fall down, if we fail, someone has our back. And you don't have that. And I feel that the other person that you're inquiring about in this reading also has similar wounds, where I do feel they are adventurous, and so are you. Both reflect that. You have a tendency, first of all, you have a knack for getting into adventurous situations. So you need support. You naturally get into trouble, but it's not trouble, it's just adventure, right? People may call it trouble. But not being seen emotionally the right way, not having gotten the right emotional support, acceptance, understanding. The 2 of you don't feel comfortable in your passion, right? Like when truly expressing that this is what I want from my future. That's what I'm getting with the Queen of Staves. She wants something from the future. It's either you or your person. The person, it can be romantic, it can be a father, mother figure, it can be a pet even. You can make the situation fit. Anyway, so you want something from the future, but as soon as you express your passion that this is what I want to be a great singer, I want to be a great so-and-so, or I want to experience climbing the Mount Everest, right? Something stops you. You look at your past and you say that, no, something bad happened, and hence I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to express my passion. And this feels like a past life issue with the 5 and 5 occurring here together, and the 5 of vessels. And I'm seeing here there's some connection as well to England, UK, something to Avalon as well. So there's a connection to Avalon here, King Arthur, magic, green magic, fairies, the druids, witchcraft. There's a strong connection there. And it's coming from a past life as well, where this comes in, where you did something, you followed your passion, but it did not end properly. That's why in this life as well, you have trouble following your passion. And this person here is going to help you feel safe as you continue to pursue your dreams, right? They're going to be there for you, at least. Well, maybe, and that's the interesting thing about souls who come into our life. Some of them are here for a brief period, right? Maybe they're not here to help us through the entire journey. But this is for as long as they are in your life, as long as they are a part of your journey, they will really help you connect with your passion. That's what I'm feeling quite strongly for you. Okay, let us have a look further. What this is Queen of Pentacles. Look, Queen of Staves. This is for you. This is certainly for you, group 2. Because your passion is directly connected to how you're making your money as well. It's a big connection between the more passionate you feel, the more emotionally connected you are to your profession, your work, the more money you are able to make. The more money naturally comes to you. We have the 6 of Swords, and we have the Page of Swords. And it's very likely that this person has met you at a time of transition, or is helping you during a time of transition, helping you learn something new, or as you're starting something new. This person can even be in your life to collaborate with you on something like a business. Yeah, that's coming on very strongly actually. That one of the biggest reasons you've met this person is because you two are supposed to come together and create something. Create something from scratch. 2 of Staves at the back, which is the energy that of planning. Like the 2 of you coming together and you plan. Like this person fills in the gaps where you might not be planning properly, and you fill in the gaps for them where they are short-sighted. So these are the itty-bitty details. See, there's a lot of energy here, which is all cups, that is water, and there is fire. So the two of you have this tendency to get lost in your emotions, and you can miss out the practical details sometimes. So when this other person, this person is in their energy, they become too consumed in their feelings, and you help them get reality checks, and they do the same for you. But sometimes this can get harsh, right? This can get harsh, like because when anybody gives us some form of, and we have the Ace of Staves, again, they keep reminding you that it's good to believe in your passion, believe in it, and you are here to do that for them. I think you have reminded this person more than anything that it's very important to always stay connected with our passions. Okay, so we're going to see some oracle cards to see further ahead. Very beautiful. I do think this is a very constructive relationship. I don't necessarily feel that the two of you should label this relationship, in a way that even if you are a father and a daughter, don't view your relationship with the societal, traditional viewpoint of how a father and a daughter are supposed to be, or how a boyfriend and a girlfriend are supposed to be, or how a boyfriend, girlfriend, however a couple is supposed to be. Even if it's a new community, right? There are new relationships that are being formed, right? There are polyamorous relationships. People are in open relationships and open marriages, but you do not have to listen to the interpretation of this new kind of relationship, right? If you are in a new alternative form of relationship, make it completely your own. Don't try to follow any trend, right? Go by ear. Yeah, that's the term. Recently talked with my godmother. She said that. It's coming to me. Play it by ear, right? Yeah, take it day by day, right? Every day will unfold. Like, that's what I keep getting for you, group 2, that don't take quick decisions with this relationship. Yeah, don't try to make something solid out of it. It's going to be a very fluid relationship. It's going to be good and bad and this and that, but try to come back to a place of harmony, because you two are ushering each other towards a higher timeline in most cases, in most scenario. It's okay, you don't always have to be loving towards each other, but just try to hold a little bit space for each other, right? Let's see what we have here. We have Kamala Devi. Kamala, oh my God, okay. You guys are going to be rich together. You guys are going to come together and make each other rich. Look at this card. Isn't it so, she is so beautiful, so regal. Wait. Can't see her. This should change the whole lighting, I believe. But, what a beautiful card. So beautiful. Mother Goddess. What an angel. I'm so in love with Mother Goddess. I guess she expects us to be that way. Once you start praying, or once you're connected to Mother Goddess, you fall in love with her in all kind of ways. You feel like the daughter, the son. You feel like the mother of the mother at the same time. But anyway, with this card, the Lotus, Ma Lakshmi coming in, right? Aphrodite coming in. Venus came in group number 1 as well. So Venus, Aphrodite. And we've got Ma Lakshmi coming in as well. And there's a bit of fire energy here. So, Ma Durga, but very like Ma Bhuvaneshwari maybe. And if it's Mahavidya, I would take this energy to be like the very beginning, like Ma Brahmacharini, probably like that stage. Okay. Oh my God, look at that. Yug Shakti. What is Yug Shakti? Okay, so talking about the energy of Mother Goddess as Yug Shakti, the scriptures talk about how every cycle, every age of man, every yuga has its own dharma, which means that the old rules will never apply to this world. Just giving an example, a holy book, no matter how holy it is, it must have been extremely practical. It's probably the best book you can ever come across. But it's the best book in context of the past. 1,000 years ago, yes, it was the best book. It was great to follow it. But now that 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, however many years have passed, a new yuga, a new cycle has arrived. And no matter how amazing the book is and how great the writer is, the rules will change. And that's Yug Shakti, the cycle, the Shakti of the Yug, the power of the current age. Which means that everything will change. Rules go haywire. New rules are written. New holy books are written. New priestesses, new priests, new religions form. And I feel that you have a very Aquarian quality to you. Aquarius could be a prominent sign in this. I do not know really, but it feels like it. Leo as well. Leo, Aquarius, that energy for sure. Anyway, so what was I saying? Yeah, and you both are here to usher that usher that in for each other, because we are conditioned by our parents, our society. We are victims and we are prisoners of our past, our own habits, our own ancient ways of thinking, what we think is right, what we think is wrong, what we think is righteous. And it can sometimes hold us back. The concept of sinning and purity, it can limit us. And you two are pointing it out for each other that, hey, listen, what you think is sinful is not sinful anymore. And this is very painful at times because it breaks our personality. We have to recreate our personality. But go easy on each other, because I feel this is very instrumental what you two are doing for each other. And you've made this beautiful agreement that we'll usher this for each other. So Makali is letting you know that. Very beautiful. Okay, so one last card for you and your person. I am deserving of all the good things that come my way. Yeah, see, this is again coming directly from Yug Shakti, right? Again, the concept of good, bad, good and evil, what you deserve, what you don't deserve. We sometimes, let's say just it's a very coarse example. It's not a very good example, but fitted to your situation. When we are vegetarian, right? I was completely vegetarian. I would not even have egg, but then I have arthritis. My bones, they were just not able to support themselves. And just taking supplements wasn't helping. And I was like, oh my God, if I have egg, I am participating in something very sinful. And then as I had my spiritual awakening, I realized that there's a time and place for everything. Certain things which are sinful have to be done now and then. This is, again, like I said, very coarse example. I'm not encouraging any form of criminal activity by this. But you know what I mean, right? But we need people sometimes who can tell us that, listen, you're overthinking. Don't think about righteousness or the good and bad. Go after what you want and what is good for you, what's healthy for you, what will help you grow. Don't think about the consequences of the good and the bad and the ethics behind it. So that is the whole message, the advice at the end of it that Mother Goddess has for you and for your person. And I feel you have a message in group number 1, so you can check that out. But this is where I will end it. Group 2, very beautiful energy. Thank you for staying with me during this reading. You can subscribe to the channel, and you can like and comment to support my work. And I'm so grateful, and I hope we talk again soon. Until then, namaste and take care. Hi, group 3, namaste and welcome to your reading. Okay, so first thing, starting with your group, I've already connected with the energy of your crystal, the citrine right here. I wasn't able to show you the crystals properly before. This is a small stone, but this relationship or the person you are with the energy, they're coming forth as very dense. And not to say dense in a bad way, but it feels like they're with you for short periods of time. But there's almost like these explosions that I can see that happen between the two of you. Maybe these explosions are good, like very passionate moments full of love, gratitude, laughter, joy. Or maybe these explosions are bad, full of arguments, conflict, blaming, stuff like that. But there's some form of dilution of energies, like the two of you coming together, very complementary to each other. The best example I am getting from your crystal is juices, right? Juices that are concentrated. So one of you is like this concentrated juice mixture, and the other is like water where you put the concentrate and then it mixes and it creates that amazing drink. So it can be either way, where I feel that both of you have very intense personalities in certain aspects. Maybe you are intensely, let's take spiritual, intensely spiritual, and the other person is intensely 3D. They don't like spirituality. They don't get it. But you both come together and you remove that intensity, and that's why they are in your life, to help you dilute. That's what I keep getting, dilution. And also some form of an ending, but this feels like an ending as to how you participate in this world. Okay, but let's actually have a look at your tarot. So I will be shuffling these. See, I was talking about an ending, and immediately we've got the death card. Okay, I don't want to come to any conclusion. right now. Okay. We have death, we have temperance. Feel like the two of you, whoever this person is, the two of you need to maintain a safe distance from each other. Because the intensity of the two of you coming together can be disturbing for the things you have planned individually. So I feel like that is the kind of situation with the two of you where, you come together and it's fine, but then there's some intense energies and then you have to stay away from each other. I don't know why I'm also getting that this is the dynamic between like a parent and a child as well. Maybe there's like you mimic the kind of energy or relationship you have with your parents. Anyway, so we have the Magician and we have the Five of Cups. It's interesting that we've got this this energy of past lives in all the piles. I had no intention of tapping into the past lives today, but I'm immediately being taken to another past life. It's got to do directly with associated with you using your spiritual gifts in a way. Somewhere or the other, this person was helpful. I don't know. Look, this is very mysterious. I immediately got answers for the last two groups, but with you, the process is slow, but not in a bad way. Slow as in it's complex. So I don't want to, jump to conclusions too quickly. Let's see what this is. The High Priestess. Okay. I feel that there's a connection that you have with group number 1. Okay. And group 1 had a connection with group 2. So, if you're called to group 1 or group 2, check only one of them out. All of them will be overwhelming. Okay, let's have a look. Why do we have the High Priestess here? It's got to do with your spiritual gifts, 100%. We've got the Knight of Batons, which shows that you're trying to learn something. Build something, actually. You're trying to build something. Build something based off of your intuition. The Hangman, again, a repeating card from group 2. It's very interesting, guys. Give me a minute. Just bear with me. I'll tell you what this is about. Okay, the Ten of Swords. I feel this person, for you, group 3, is very, very karmic in nature. Karmic in the way that they're not all good and they're not all bad. I'm also seeing like pink hair. There's a lot of pink hair, but I'm seeing, I don't know, pink hair is important. Anyway, so this person was a very karmic presence, or is or will be a karmic presence in your life, but it's not for everything bad, although they will end something in your life. Because of them, something will end in your life. I don't know if it's good or bad yet. We'll see. I feel like your dynamic with this person, it has been such that they do create some trouble in your life. And as a result of this, you are pushed into spiritual contemplation because of the disturbance they create. Or maybe in order to protect them, you have to put yourself in a conflicted position. So if you love this person, you have no choice but to go spiritually deeper, right? So I'm getting the biggest example from my own life, and I'm being a little vulnerable here, so go easy on me. I have a similar dynamic with my father, where we both have a very karmic connection to each other. That's the case with most of our family. I cannot abandon him. That's not the part of our soul contract. He creates a lot of disturbance, a lot of trouble for me that I have to clean up his mess, look after him a lot. But it is because of him that my heart chakra has been able to expand, because he's the reason where I lash out, right? I have no self-control and I just lash out and my shadows come out, and I get to see this about myself, that I'm so dark and I can say these hurtful, hateful things, and then I get to work on it. So of course I stay angry at him, but when the anger, that time passes away and I'm ready to step into forgiveness, my heart chakra and even the higher heart chakra, it expands so much that even my spiritual gifts see an improvement. That's the kind of energy that I first feel for this person, that I feel in the beginning, at least, of this relationship. In the very beginning, that's the energy that they were bringing in, creating very 3D problems, of which there was only a spiritual solution, for which you can only go deeper, meditate, work on yourself, because working on the person is not helping. Okay, so let us have a look further. We still have to tap into that past life that was emerging, because it's got to do with something ending. And with the 10 of Swords, it has ended in a place of discomfort, not willingly. It's almost like you ended because it got too heavy. We have the King of Cups. We've got the 5 of coins, 5 energy. 5 of Cups, 5 of coins. There's much more here. The Devil. And along with the Devil, we have the Queen of Batons, but she showed up in reverse. Okay, group 3. So I took my time to connect with this past life. I couldn't connect with it very naturally, so I had to do automatic writing. I had to channel, and I have written your messages on this piece of paper. So I'm just going to read out what your spirit guides are bringing in. First of all, your spirit guides are saying that you will be receiving, and you have received, downloads of this particular past life through dreams, visions, and just intuitive gut feelings. So this past life has got to do with something where you were a very optimistic person. You were like a shadow worker, and you used to help people, basically. 10 of Swords, 5 of Cups, 5 of Coins, High Priestess, Death card. You used to help people to come out of painful times, of sorrow, of loss, to go through painful times. However, then there was this person, whoever this person is, they were obsessed with your energy. Okay, this is a narcissistic person. They wanted more and more of your energy to feel good. So that way they trapped you. Because sometimes they used to get so optimistic, so pessimistic. I see this here with the King of Cups and the 5 of Coins. They get so pessimistic. They refuse to improve themselves. They refuse to look at good things. They just want to stay negative, and they just want to cry and complain and talk about all the ways in which life has done them wrong. Very narcissistic energy. So I feel like there's 2 people coming through in your reading. Okay, one is this narcissistic person who trapped you because you're so positive, your light is bright. With the Devil card, they want to keep you around, so they guilt you into it. They do emotional arguments that, oh, I am your only friend, or I am your parent, how can you leave me, or I'm your best friend, how can you, that way, just keeping you trapped. When you can't help them, they're beyond helping. But there's also someone else coming through who's going to really help you out of this narcissistic abuse. It almost feels a little abusive, toxic here. Okay, so let us have a look. Now, this is for somebody else in this reading. Now, this could be somebody who's coming in, who's already there. Maybe you've already met them. Maybe you will meet them. I'm going to take these 3 cards first. We have the Hierophants. Yeah, they're very they can judge people. They're very good at judging people. So this person out here, because what happens after we are exposed to narcissistic people for a long time, the abuse makes us lose judgment. We can't tell who is a good person, who is a bad person anymore. So the second person who's coming in is coming to help you recognize the people who are actually good for you versus who are manipulating you. Because after abuse, we can lose our radar of who is good, who is bad. And this, I believe, has happened to you in a past life. So even if you haven't had abuse, narcissistic exposure in this life, I feel you still struggle, and you end up with people who manipulate you. But this other person is going to help you see who is actually your true friend and how to judge people the right way. We have the Ace of Batons. Yeah, they're connecting you with yourself. Any form of abuse, because the Queen of Batons is in opposite, which means the Queen of Fire has lost her fire, and Ace of Batons is the source of fire. This person is going to show you your true strength, your true power, your true miracles. This person really, really believes in you. I have to swear. I swear by that. The second person honors you, respects you, sees you as a very powerful individual. and they really just want nothing else but to see you shining, powerful, respected by society. And very much, I keep hearing from them, it feels like it's their higher self coming in and saying that we just want to see them, how do I say, reconnect with themselves? No, yeah, okay, now I get it. They're saying that we just want to see group 3 become the real group 3. They see that you have put on a face, a mask, because people have hurt you, but they're now making it safe enough for you to let that mask off, because they are a lot like you. You see the queen, she has a blue face, the hierophant, blue face, and the magician has a blue face. Everyone, oh, and the hangman has the blue face as well. So I do feel that this is their energy, right? Where they're the hangman and the hierophant, I feel. And you are the magician and the queen of batons. So they are very good at judging people, and you are very good at creating magic, but sometimes you don't know what is right or wrong because you have been emotionally manipulated, and after enough manipulation we lose our sense of right and wrong. We start judging ourselves. We think we make silly decisions, stupid decisions, but it's only a side effect of abuse actually. And this can come from multiple family members, friends. It doesn't have to be one person, but this person is helping you reconnect with your own wisdom, your own intuition, your own inner voice which says this is right, that is wrong. Okay, and we have the Two of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I think you have a connection with group 1. You should check it out. And I feel that whoever this person is, you should continue to collaborate with them. You should continue to talk with them, speak with them, maintain a happy friendship with them. They seem like a very genuine person, like they genuinely care about your welfare. And we have the Nine of Cups. We have it in reverse, right? I just want to see why is it that we have it in reverse. This card kind of came off. Four of Batons also in reverse. Okay, so it feels like these two cards are in reverse because the only, I would like to say, obstacle which comes between the two of you is that you are not very sure of where this relationship is headed. So whether this is a platonic thing, friendship, this is romance, you both are not comfortable in discussing the concrete future of this relationship, and that is hindering a deeper emotional connection between the two of you. This is the second person, not the narcissistic one. So that is the only problem I feel when the two of you, with the Four of Batons, with the Nine of Cups, the two of you follow your own dreams, your own passion. You guys have your own money. I really feel this. You are well settled in life. You have the money you need. You have the kind of house or job, like everything else in life is settled. You two will come into a place where you can commit to each other in a much better way. Like it can be anything, but you will be present for each other. Like when we say a marriage is a deep promise between two souls. So I'm not saying in a romantic way, but you are going to come much closer after the two of you feel secure in this life. Okay, so now I'm just going to take two more oracle cards as a final message. We're going to see this as a message from Ma Kali. Okay, I'm seeing these two. So exciting. Oh, wow, we have Troma Nagmo. And we have Gun Tantrika. Number 6 and number 5. So the final advice I am getting from Ma Kali, especially the Troma Nagmo out here, it's very intense, where she's saying that the two of you have strong anger inside you. Okay, this is the other person. And even the narcissists, narcissists will always have very strong anger. Because of this narcissist, your own wound has become so large that you have very explosive anger, and so does this other person. And the biggest advice is for the two of you to work on your anger individually. It has to, with the Gunatantrika and the red moon, the anger has to come out, but it cannot come out on each other. You two are providing a safe space for each other, right? And this safe space, it should not be exploited as a place where anger is let loose. The anger has to be processed all alone by yourself individually. That's the biggest guidance. Once you're processing this anger individually, it's a very hectic, it's a very draining process. I assure you of that. You will cry, you will punch your pillows, you will tear off paper. I've done all of this. You'll burn things, you'll shout. And after that, with the release, and that I'm getting with that with Guru Tantrika, with the release and trauma nagmo, like Mother Goddess is eating away your anger. She's receiving your anger. She is not judging you for being angry. So you can curse, you can say bad words during this time, you can behave impolitely, but in the security and privacy of your own presence, not in front of other people, because other people will judge you. Mother Goddess will not judge you. Duh. So do that individually, and after that you will feel very drained. When anger leaves our body, biggest thing, lethargy, laziness comes in before the new wave of love and creativity comes in, and that's when the two of you will come together and nourish each other, basically. So that is the message that I have for now. I feel there's so much more to be said on this, but it goes beyond the scope of the reading. I really hope this was helpful, group 3. I think you're a very wonderful soul and you deserve so much to get in touch with yourself, because you have a lot of powers, and I really hope that comes to happen, including with you meet this person, or if you've met this person, everything goes harmoniously. Other than that, do subscribe to the channel. Do subscribe, and if you like and comment, it helps my channel, it helps me continue my work. I am so grateful to be here with you, and I hope we get to talk again soon. Until then, namaste, take care.